This is Holly Hansen with the Texan News. I'm here at the Republican Party Convention this morning with Charles Cunningham, who recently won a Republican primary race to replace retiring Representative Dan Huberty in District 127, which is the Humble and Kingwood area. Gladly for Mr. Cunningham, he is unopposed this fall. So unlike some of the other folks we've talked to this week, he does not have a race to continue to pursue. So he's set to be sworn in this year. How are you doing this morning, Mr. Cunningham?
Holly, I'm doing fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. It's a fun weekend here at the convention.
Yes.
You also served on the Humble ISD School Board and the Humble City Council. And so we would assume that you're pretty well plugged into your community. And so our question for you this morning is, what are the top priorities for the residents of your district? What do you hope to accomplish in your first session?
Well, Holly, I tell you, I have been plugged in over 40 years living in the area. And I tell you, the top one is going to be our flood mitigation. State Representative Huberty and a few of the other state reps have been working on things, and we want to continue to keep that going on so that we continue to try to work with the San Jacinto River Authority, the City of Houston, to find a solution to the flood mitigation. And then the next one is public safety. Harris County is the number one, I tell you, crime area here in Texas. Criminals come to Harris County to do their dirt. They won't even go to Montgomery County. So I got to find out what Montgomery County is doing.
Right.
But I think we know the answer. But that, and then of course lately it's been the electric infrastructure. And being an employee with CenterPoint Energy for 39 years, I think I have a little know-how on how that works and what we can do to probably make that system harden that grid, as we would say.
Very good. Those sounds like great priorities. What about the education issue? Are you hearing anything from your community about any changes they would like to see at the legislative level for education in the state of Texas?
You know, I haven't talked to all my superintendents. I have 5 school districts in District 127, the largest being Humble ISD. And so I have met with Dr. Elizabeth Fagan. Some of the things are more like local control, because we had this issue with the Harris County judge, Lena Hidalgo, basically trying to tell schools, districts what to do. And so we've been talking about certain things that we can probably do in the legislature to hopefully alleviate interference from our local government folks.
Very good. And since you have smooth sailing from here on out as far as the election goes, what kind of things have you been engaging in to try to help some of the other Republicans that are on the ballot in Harris County?
Well, and I did mention Lena Hidalgo, so I am working very hard, and as you can see, we both got our Alex Mueller stickers on here. Working closely with Alex, we were in contact with each other yesterday, also with our judges. And real quick, we need to get good judges that are going to, actually come to work and, make sure we put these criminals and stop this revolving door. I had an issue back in December. They used a car, basically drove through my house. Long story short, once we did DNA and testing and all this stuff, these were repeat offenders who were out on bail. So this systemic problem is just rampant here in Harris County. So we need a good, county judge. And so I'm working hard for Alex, working hard for the judges that are there. Brad Hart, I've been knowing him for years. He's actually running. He got swept out. So we're going to be working, our group. Northeast Harris County is on board, and we're pushing.
Very good. Yes, there are quite a few judicial races on the ballot in Harris County and elsewhere in the state.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, those are down ballot, and so we're trying to get people to pay attention to those races.
Absolutely, just get them engaged. And we were pleased with the early vote numbers that we had. And so I think that we're going to be able to do what we can to actually get those people who have been on the fence, who think it doesn't matter, that this does matter. Mm-hmm. And so, we'll see what the outcome is. I'm expecting a good outcome in November.
Very good. Well, thank you so much for your time this morning. We wish you the best of luck and enjoy your time in the legislature.
Thank you, Holly, and thank you for being kind to me today.
You're welcome.